Hello everybody, this is my Genesis deck profile. Today I'm going to be showcasing Gunkan Onomat. I'm going to do this all in one take, so this might be a little bit of a rant, so bear with me. I just really like the Gunkan stuff, so I like to talk about it. Today we're starting with 3 Shari Red, 3 Shari the normal monster, 3 Uni, and 1 Ikora. These guys are a nice supplementary engine. Their end board is not too crazy by itself, unfortunately. Like, Uni's good situationally, being that it can only negate during your main or their battle, and also it's contingent upon them being XYZ summon monsters. So, for example, if you were to like have Xseeds and you bring out UDF and then it's engraved and then you bring it back out later with like Eclipse Twins or something, you don't get the negate off of it anymore because it was no longer considered XYZ summoned. It was brought out from the graveyard. So you gotta be wary of certain situations like that. Another thing too, why I don't run Shirao is Shirao can only special summon itself if you control a Gunkan Suship Shari or an XYZ summon that has it as a material. Unfortunately, Red considers itself Shari everywhere except as a material, which I don't know why they did that. It is what it is. So ultimately I decided to cut it out, make it a little bit less bricky. Occurs a little bit better anyways because it's an inherent summon as long as you control a Shari. So with that being said, it's just a nice little draw engine. The XYZs are not considered number monsters because they're not number monsters, so it makes it a little bit easier to make UDF and stuff like that. Next up, I'm going to show off the Onomat part of the deck. We have 3 Warrior, basically the circular. We have our only dedicated normal summon is Galvenberg. And then we have 2 of the Onomat Kages. A really good card. I like this guy a lot. And then we have 3 of the one-of guys. Ideally, you want to start with this guy because you want to make Rafflesia as soon as possible because this deck hard loses the Droll like much of the other decks in the format. As I said earlier, this guy is pretty crazy. He's our only dedicated normal summon. Ideally, you never want to normal summon Shari if you can avoid it. Sometimes you have to. It is what it is. These guys are fine. I know people cut this dude for him, but I think it's better to just run 2 and 1 because it gives you a little bit more of a grind game if you need to recycle your XYZs with your Kage. That's pretty much it with these guys. I mean, if you know what they do, you know what they do. So that's that. On to the spells. Alrighty, for the spells, we're going to start off with Unexpected Die. People think this card isn't good. I think it's kind of underrated. It's free, like a free special for just to bring out Shari, and then if you have Ikora, bop, there you go. Ikora's right there, and then Rafflesia instantly. Painful decision to search red because red is considered Shari in the deck. You just pitch the vanilla, get the red to hand, and then if you have another vanilla in hand, you just go from there. The spice I like a lot is 7 Tachyon. Just a crazy good card. Glad this came out. I was running a Small World prior to this. I just think that this is a better Small World, personally. And being XYZ locked is not that big of a deal. And then I also run Ascension because basically it's a 4th Tachyon. Or you can search any of the following, which are my rank up cards, which are as follows. All 1 point. These cards. We have Limited Variance Force, OG Variance Force, and Quick Chaos. These cards are kind of gimmicky. I just think they're fun because when I get to the extra deck, you'll see I run a lot of the Chaos variants of the monsters. So it just makes it easier to make them, obviously, because you can't do it normally. I mean, you can, but it's a bitch. So this guy, I like this one the most. This is probably what I usually search off Tachyon. I mean, Ascension, because you can just set it and then use it during your opponent's turn to make a 104 Chaos. I usually side these out, or at least 2 of them. Next up, we're going to do the traps and hand traps. We have 1 Gravedigger's Trap Hole for Rafflesia. We have one Unbreakable XYZ Barrier for Gaga Gaga Girl to search for. I was running Onomat, but that card is 33 points, and I feel that the deck is, the way that I built it, it's pretty searchable. Everything is pretty searchable. And then for the hand traps, just the MVP of the format, good old Droll and Lockbird. You know what he do. You know how he do it. And then just Crow to just hit stuff out the deck. Or Grave, I should say. Just random stuff. I like it that way. I also have a Skullmeister on the side, but I don't want to put too many hand traps in the main because it's quite engine heavy right now. So I just change it as needed. Like I'll take out a couple of the rank ups and put Skullmeister in if that's what's needed. Next up, we're going to do the extra deck. This stuff is a little like, I just kind of had fun with it, you know. I like it. It works out on paper, but in practice, it's easily interruptible. So we'll start off with the advanced bread and butter here, Nash Knight and Chaos Knight. I like these guys because you can actually make them with Uni, dude. It's pretty crazy. Like you could just bring them out instantly, like within your 4th summon. You can bring them out with just, you know, modulate the level and bop bop bop, go from there. I like that a lot. Next up, we have Uni, Dreadnought, and Ikora. Great cards, as we talked about earlier. This guy can just swing for a lot of damage, especially if you pair it with Dugaris to boost his attack. And also he can pop something in damage step if there's battle damage taken. This guy's pretty good too. I like him a lot. Attack directly, negate. Great card, easy to stop, right? But if you can use him at the right time to get a negate out, fantastic stuff. Next up, we're going to talk about my 7 Tachyon targets. They are as follows. Masquerade, Honor Arc, and Honor Dark, right? So these cards can search, these 3 cards here basically can search almost every card in your deck for the most part. I use it for him. I use it for Vanilla, Red, and Ikora. And then I use him to search Gambara Knight. Gambara Knight is not a good starter, but it's just a free special if you reveal Gaga Girl, right? So I use that, and then also I'll quick rank this dude up into Umbral Masquerade sometimes, because you know he's just a quick pop, spell a trap pop if need be. So I like that a lot. It does take a lot of space, but with 7 Tachyon being what it is, I feel that it is a worthy investment. The only thing that I'm a little like mad about right now is Nash Knight, because I really don't. It's not much you can do. It's just Nash Knight pass pretty much. Next up, we have just like generic rank 4s here. We have Tornado Dragon. You know, it's just a quick pop. We have Rafflesia, as I've mentioned a number of times. Just great for Gravedigger. I was actually thinking about running 2 Gravediggers, because sometimes I draw it a lot. I also run Dugaris just for like OTKs, or you know, if I need to draw. I also run Gaga Girl. She's pretty good because just extender, and also if she's XYZ summoned as a material to something else like UDF, then it can attack twice. So ideal situation is you make UDF, you already have Dugaris on the field, UDF can attack twice, this can boost UDF's attack by 2. And he doesn't have to attack monsters, it's just for that turn, you can attack twice. So just bop bop 6k. And then also we run Eclipse Twins. Great card. It can bring out any of your rank 4s, but a thing that people don't realize is that for UDF, he's always considered rank 1. So let's say somebody like gets rid of your UDF, like bounces it, this goes to Grave, your Eclipse Twins will then proc, bringing him back out as a 1, because that's what he's always considered as. And then you can just bring him back out anyways. Just there you go, you know? That's pretty much how I like to do it. And then again, if worse comes to worse, your Onomat Kage can recycle your Xyzs whenever you need to. So there's a little bit of a grind game, but honestly, dude, to keep it a buck, it's more of like an OTK or bust kind of deck. Quite combo intensive. You're already locked into XYZs like instantly from any of the Onomat cards. So I just decided to just full send it with the XYZs. And with that being said, I think it's just a good deck, man. It's fun. It catches people off guard. In principle it works, right? Like everything is searchable. You can counter droll to a certain extent. It's just susceptible to hand traps because it's just so engine heavy. But because it's so engine heavy, you have like 2 pushes. The only super bricks I really is the rank ups. The rank ups are super bricks, especially because 2 out of the 3 aren't even quick plays, and that's rough. That's rough when you're sitting there with your hand. But at least you can like place it back on top with like your Tachyon, and then just excavate with the Kura, and then shuffle it, and then just draw later on with your XYZs. Anywho, that's my deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any thing to add to it, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you. Peace.